Have you ever wondered why some landlords seem to have one headache after another while others build profitable rental portfolios that practically run themselves? After years of managing properties throughout Chicagoland, I can tell you something with confidence. Most landlord problems aren't caused by bad luck, they're caused by preventable mistakes. And the good news is that once you know what those mistakes are, they're actually pretty easy to avoid. Today, I'm going to share the biggest rental mistakes I see Chicagoland landlords make, and more importantly, how you can avoid making them yourself. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share practical landlord tips, Illinois landlord updates, tenant screening strategies, and property management advice to help you become a more successful landlord. Hello, I'm Gabi Witas, owner of Nex-Gen Real Estate and Property Management, helping Chicagoland landlords navigate the rental scene. Let's get started. Mistake number 1, focusing on filling the vacancy instead of finding the right tenant. This is by far the biggest mistake I see. The property has been vacant for a few weeks. The mortgage is due. Utilities are still being paid. Showings have slowed down. Finally, someone applies. Instead of asking, is this the right tenant? The landlord starts asking, how quickly can I get this property rented? That shift in thinking is where expensive mistakes begin. The right tenant is worth waiting for. The wrong tenant can cost you thousands. I've seen landlords lose $10,000, $15,000, even $20,000 because they rushed the screening process. The easiest eviction is the one you never have to file. Take your time, verify income, check references, review credit, stay consistent. Remember, you're not just filling a vacancy, you're choosing who will be living in one of the biggest investments. Number 2, not knowing Illinois landlord law. Illinois is not one size fits all. You have federal laws, Illinois laws, county regulations, municipal ordinances, and depending on where your rental is located, the rules can change. One mistake I see all the time is landlords assuming they can handle situations the way they did years ago, or the way their friend in another state does. That's dangerous. Illinois is very tenant friendly, especially in Cook County and Chicago. Fair housing laws continue to evolve. Notice requirements matter. Security deposit rules matter. The judicial eviction process matters. I didn't know isn't a legal defense. One mistake can delay on eviction, create liability, or cost you far more than taking the time to understand the law in the first place. Mistake number 3, pricing the property incorrectly. This one surprises a lot of landlords. Many people think the biggest pricing mistake is charging too little. Honestly, I usually see the opportunity. Landlords overprice the property because they want to maximize their return. The problem is vacancy costs money. Every month your property sits empty, you're still paying mortgage, taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, sometimes lawn care or snow removal. Instead of looking at active listings, study what has actually rented. Compare apples to apples. Does this property include parking, utilities, laundry, updated finishes, garage space? Those things matter. Personally, I'd rather price a property right at market or even $25 below market and lease it quickly than chase another $100 a month while losing the entire month's rent. The math usually works in your favor. Mistake number 4, waiting too long to address problems. This applies to almost everything. Late rent, maintenance, lease violations, small problems, a habit of becoming expensive problems. A small plumbing leak becomes a water damage. Late rent becomes 3 months of unpaid rent. A lease violation becomes a much larger issue because it was never addressed. Hope is not a strategy. Being proactive protects your investment. That doesn't mean overreacting. It means having systems. Following your lease, communicating clearly, and taking action before small issues become major ones. Real quick before we move on. If you're watching these videos, chances are you're serious about protecting your investment. But let's be honest, not everyone has the time to screen tenants, coordinate maintenance, stay on top of Illinois landlord laws, and answer those late-night phone calls. That's exactly why we started Nex-Gen Real Estate and Property Management. We help landlords throughout the Chicagoland area maximize their rental income while taking the day-to-day management completely off their plate. If you're ready to spend less time managing your property and more time enjoying the investment, we'd love to help. Visit the link below to learn more. Now back to the video. Mistake number 5. Thinking property management is just collecting rent. This might be the biggest mindset shift. Many landlords think property management means collecting the rent, fix things when they break, repeat. Professional property management is so much more than that. It's tenant screening, marketing, pricing strategy, vendor coordination, maintenance follow-up, documentation, lease compliance, fair housing compliance, renewals, move-in inspections, move-out inspections, financial reporting, risk management, communication, legal compliance. The goal isn't simply to collect rent. The goal is to protect your investment while maximizing long-term profitability. Number 6, poor documentation. This is one of the easiest mistakes to avoid. Document everything. Before move-in, take pictures, take videos, complete a move-in inspection. During the tenancy, keep communication in writing whenever possible. Document maintenance requests, document repairs, document lease violations, document notices. When move-out happens, you'll be glad you did. Good documentation protects everyone involved. Mistake number 7. Letting emotions drive business decisions. This one is hard, especially for first-time landlords. You meet someone, they're friendly. They have a great story. They maybe recently went through a divorce, lost a job, had medical expenses, and you genuinely want to help. There's nothing wrong with compassion, but your screening process needs to stay objective. Your written criteria should apply to everyone equally. Consistency protects both you and your applicants. When landlords start making emotional exceptions, that's often where problems begin. Mistake number 8, forgetting that time has value. Many DIY landlords calculate every dollar they spend, but they never calculate what their own time is worth. Showing properties, scheduling repairs, answering tenant calls, learning landlord laws, collecting rent, reviewing leases, bookkeeping, coordinating vendors. Those hours add up. Now ask yourself, what would you be doing with that time instead? Growing your business, maybe spending time with your family, looking for the next investment? Time is one of the few things you never get back. Make sure you're spending it wisely. If you've noticed a pattern today, it's this. Most rental property problems don't happen overnight. They're actually the result of small decisions that compound over time. Skipping one verification, waiting one more week, ignoring one maintenance issue, making one emotional exception. Each decision by itself seems small, but together they can become incredibly expensive. The landlords who consistently succeed aren't necessarily lucky. They have systems, they follow those systems, and they stay consistent. That's what separates professional landlords from everybody else. Let's quickly recap the biggest mistakes I see Chicagoland landlords make. Rushing tenant placement instead of finding the right tenant, not understanding Illinois landlord laws, pricing the property incorrectly, waiting too long to address problems, thinking property management is only about collecting rent, poor documentation, making emotional business decisions, forgetting the value of your own time. Every one of these mistakes is preventable, and every one of them can make the difference between a rental property that's profitable and one that consistently causes stress. If you're serious about protecting your investment, building better systems, and avoiding these common mistakes, we'd love to help. If you're in Chicagoland area, schedule a free consultation with our team. We'll review your rental property, answer your questions, and help you create a strategy that protects your investment for years to come. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. As always, where's your future?